So then we will learn to cherish those who are around us. Then it prevents us from getting angry. And then because we are cherishing them, they will cherish us, love us, respect us. So we will always enjoy our life, and peaceful life. There will be no basis for experiencing or getting angry, depression, discouragement, unhappiness, and so forth. So in this way we can solve all our daily problems, just by learning to cherish others. So our practice of learning to cherish others never interferes with our day-by-day life, our normal daily activity. Even our physical reaction and behavior and so forth never changes. We just remain normal. Otherwise, other people are not happy. So what Geshe is saying here is that practicing Dharma or spiritual teachings, we don't become extreme at anything. In fact, our previous Kadampa teachers would say, remain normal while changing your aspiration. Okay, which means it doesn't interfere with our family relationships, our job, our normal way of life. Okay, we remain normal. What we're changing is our aspiration. I was going to say, we don't need to like wear any special clothes or anything, but then I'm sitting here like this. But this is not necessary, to change our mind. So there's nothing outwardly different. So like it's very comfortable for our family. We're just as normal, but developing good heart. Okay? Changing our aspiration. In this way, just change our view, intention, just this, because intention is a mental action, and it is very powerful. Do you know why? Because all of our physical and verbal actions initiate in mental intention. Our intention depends upon our view. Okay? So if we believe others are important, then our intention is to not harm them and to benefit them whenever we can. And then our actions reflect that. And so if we do this with our family, then this makes them happy. I remember when I first started going to Dharma classes, because I hadn't been like much of a religious or spiritual person, but when I started going to some classes, I got really, really enthusiastic, and was telling my parents, all these things I was learning, and I could tell that from their side they weren't that so interested, and I remember talking to Genla Dekyong, who I told you is their general spiritual director. She said, "You don't need to try to use your speech to convince them of what you're doing, She said, "Just cherish them. Just cherish them." So what she told me to do, instead of like trying to tell them how great these classes are and so forth, she said, actually just practice what you're learning with them. So I didn't have to say. Then I stopped talking about that, and I just cherished them. And it changed everything. Because deep down we just want our parents, our friends. We want to be happy together. But normally our delusions interfere with that. And then they make us think the other person's the problem. They think we're the problem, like that. The problem is inside the mind. If we solve that problem, problems among people disappear. Okay? We're not expecting quick results, but this is correct.